Oh, hello, hello, and welcome. It's Crisandro, and literally just finished watching the game. It's a different form of aftermath because I didn't get to go to the game today, but watched it with the comfort in my lovely room. It's finished Spurs 3, Qarabağ nil, and I have to say that in terms of putting the ball in the back of the net, we actually played very, very well, but the game just it doesn't quite. I mean, the scoreline doesn't quite um, tell the truth of how the game actually went. It was a oh, it was it was crazy from start to finish. It honestly was, and yeah, I mean, we started off with with all the vim and verve and as much as you can say about us, and yeah, we started off very well in the first 6 minutes, and you have to say that. Yeah, after this, well, I'll say first 6 minutes because in the seventh minutes we were down to 10 men. It was a simple kind of uh, pass forward by the Qarabağ midfield onto I think it was Juninho that was running through. There's the Qarabağ obviously attacking midfielder. I think it's probably a forward. And Dragozin had a chance to control the ball, but he let it run under his foot, and he ended up having to chase Juninho, who's like a real speedster. I guess he does drag him down in the end, and yeah, last man, goal calling opportunity, straight red card. That was in the seventh minute, so after 8 minutes, we're down to 10 men. 4 minutes later, we score. 4 minutes later, we score, and there's another goal for Brennan Johnson, and it was a very good finish in the end, and uh, lovely, was well fed through. I try to remember who fed the ball through to him. It was an attack that came down the middle. It was Solanke that fed the ball straight through to him, and yeah, onto Johnson who scores, and that was 1-0. And at that point, we were creating other chances as well. I mean, we were doing very, very well in terms of creating chances. Um, but the thing was that because we were down to 10 men, Karabakh was creating chances as well. And yeah, so it was kind of like end-to-end stuff in the end almost. Uh, about 10 minutes later after that, they had a chance. Benzia sliding, well, by Ramov, who was, you'll hear that name later on, their striker. Um, and we weren't going to change the way we were going to play. We weren't going to change, change how we play. Obviously, because we're not going to do that. And like, a lot of people are just going to get used to it, but I know that a lot of people are still going to talk about pragmatism and whatnot. We're not going to change how we play, and that's just it. And but the thing is, if you're not going to change how you're going to play, you have to be really, really good at it. And there were chances there that we kind of gave up. And this was one of them where uh, there was lots of back to the wall stuff. I mean, Udogi he came on for Bergvall because all the sacrificial lamb after the sending off. So he came off so he could solidify defence. And Udogi had to make a couple of last ditch tackles. Well, a couple of tackles, like I say, not really last ditch. Um, and then so Carabao created a lot of opportunities. Um, what we did as well, and believe it or not, we did kind of go 2-0 up as well. Before that, we did have a chance from Johnson, who did have a great shot. Um, whereas efforts just kind of trickles kind of wide, you can side netting. It was unlucky because yeah, we were playing very well in order to deserve to the lead, and we needed the second goal at that point. Um, but then, uh, Juninho was causing us a hell of a lot of problems, a hell of a lot of problems. Um, he did have a chance himself. It was a very big chance. They're winning a crop of it in from before half time. They're winning a crop of it in from the left, and in a very one of our central defenders, Juninho, with a chance to just side foot it into the net. It would have been onside as well. Trickles off his foot and goes wide. How we survived that, I have no idea. But that was a good opportunity. And we winning 1-0 up at half time. But although I was like kicking air balls throughout, in it in a weird way, I was kind of calm about it, and I know not many people would have been calm about that because of the situation. But we actually playing some good stuff. It's just that Qarabağ were showing how good they can be as well. Second half starts, and within 6 7 minutes of that, we were 2-0 up. There's a goal from Matt Matasar. It comes in from a corner. That we managed to force. I want to say it was deflected, but by defender. I know that Davies was there. Oh, well, by the way, Davies did have a couple of hairy moments in the first half where the passing was not crisp and he was just giving the ball away. Anyway, I think it was either a flicked off the defender or a flicked off Davies. Like one of the things, the defender, I think the defender taller. Pat Matasar was unmarked to the back post and he just slides it in to make it two like 2-0 because the force of the shot there evaded the defender on the line. And yeah, that was it. Well, I think that was it. A few minutes later, this is going to be contested by me, and I would say to I'll say for as long as I can that was not a penalty. Basuma comes across. The striker kind of goes into the box, leaves his foot dangling, and I know that Basuma does touch it in order to get to the ball. But if any common sense was allowed, but obviously because there was no clear and obvious error, that's not going to be overturned. So straight penalty it is. Only for their striker, Baramov, I think his name was, to hoist it straight up into the air, and I'm sure the ball is still in orbit. It was glorious. I didn't care, man. I didn't care. That wasn't a penalty in my eyes. So as far as I'm concerned, it deserved to be missed. It deserved to be missed. Allow it. But anyway, so that was that penalty miss there. And then, well, in the midst of that penalty miss, we then somehow contrived to give the ball away within literally 10 seconds of the restart from the penalty miss. And then they have another chance, which was well played by the keeper. And then in the midst, in the, it was just funny, man. In the midst of that, we didn't give the ball away again. Literally seconds after that, and I think it's Byron who had the penalty miss who puts it wide. I think it was. Well, the keeper, I think, yeah, so the player actually saves it. And then 25 seconds after that, Solanke had an opportunity to make it 3-0, but it was unlucky with a shot. It was well saved. It was a lovely little break. Son passes it into Solanke, and Solanke just couldn't quite get the purchase of it. Um, but we didn't have to wait for too long. But a few minutes after that, it was 3 and it was Solanke who scored to make it 3. The initial shot, I think it was from who was it that had the shot? I think it was Son that had the initial shot. Yes, it was Son that had the initial shot, and it was parried by the keeper. And just like the goal against Brentford, he then pounces on the loose ball to make it 3-0. The Archer celebration came out, and he was looking good. And yeah, after that, it was pretty much keep ball. We were kind of comfortable, well, sort of not really comfortable because Qarabağ was still creating opportunities, and Juninho even strikes a post later on from a shot. So yeah, they were good. Qarabağ were good. You can see how they have grown. Since the last time we played them. In fact, it was the same manager that managed, the manager that managed them then, managing them now, managed Qarabağ then when we played them. So yeah, so they had a consistency right there. Um, and then after that, it was a case of players coming on and players being taken off. Solanke went off a goal and an assist, not too bad. And a lot of people are still kind of giving him stick as well in the group and whatnot, but it is what it is. And yeah, I have to say that uh, in terms of the scoreline, it looks comprehensive enough, but you know. The Qarabağ, can they take some of their chances? I mean, apparently their XG was a lot higher than ours in terms of the quality of it. Obviously, that penalty, the chance that they had would have obviously affected that somewhat. Yeah, they were very good. If I now look through onto the stats, I mean, the stats kind of speaks volumes, really. And yeah, I think we dominated possession in the first half. I'm not sure, about 63%, 37%. In the end, at full time, it finished 51% to Qarabağ, 49% to us. But then again, it's obvious that after we went a man down, that wasn't going to be effective. So we're going to get tired and so on and so forth. Expected goals, we had 1.50. They had 2.22. So they're going to show 10 shots to their 14. We had two big chances. They had four. So it shows how good Qarabağ were. But again, we went down to 10 men at that point. Defensively, it was kind of sketchy. I mean, um, we did have with Dragosin was saying top. We did have him as partner in Van der Ven. Of course, Romero was suspended for this game, and Davies out at left back. And it'll be interesting to hear how that would have panned out if Douglas had stayed on the pitch. But it is what it is. In terms of play, Vicario, second clean sheet of the season, and he was imperious as well. We were talking about the errors that he made in the Brentford game, but he was he was done up for the plates today, and it was brilliant. Other great performances. Solanke was fantastic leading the line, playing in the withdrawn role. Just seen they're just showing highlights there and defended for that over. So yeah, he deserved. Juninho there asking for a red card. So yeah, he deserves to be on his other gets hammered. I don't care if he didn't deserve it. I don't care at all. Um, so yeah, um, yeah, Solanke there, fantastic performance today, and so, yeah, you have to say it was truly magnificent. I'd say Basuma played very well. Impressed by him. Um, and yeah, I would have to say that probably is a toss up between Solanke, Solanke and Vicario for my man of the match, and yeah, yeah. No, we, they played very, very well, and they're showing Solanke right now, leading the line and doing very well. And yeah, obviously Johnson's there scoring yet another goal, and well, 3-0, I'm happy. I'm good. Old Trafford next. I'm happy with that. So we shall see how that all kind of unfolds. But yeah, yeah, yeah. Never make it easy, do they? But yeah, we're up and running. Honestly, that leaves us in the group. I'm sure that leaves us. I know there's only one game before anyone shouts at me. But it is still kind of cool to see the table as it is. And right now, yeah, Ajax are top after the day they won 4-0. Charles Bucharest, or FCSB as they're called, winning 4-1. Lazio third, Spurs currently fourth, only on alphabetical. But Lazio had a 3-0 win themselves. So yeah, we're up and running, doing well. Now Manchester United on Saturday. I'm actually quite confident about that one. So the players don't get sent off within 7 minutes. But yeah, thanks for watching. Let me know what you think of the game. Quite enjoyed that one in the end, if I wasn't too nervous at the start. But yeah, let's see how it all unfolds. Up and running after 2 years, 2 seasons away, after a season away from Europe. We're back with a bang, baby. Tottenham Hotspur 3, Qarabağ nil. Come on, you Spurs, and you'll take care.